In this video, we're going to undo our double distribution method for multiplying binomials, and we're going to do what's known as splitting the x term. And what we need to look at is we need to look at the product of the first and the last term. Well, the first and the last term multiply together to give us negative 24x squared. And we also know that if we were to do this expansion, we could write this as 2x squared plus some number of x plus another number of x minus 12, where those two empty blanks also have to multiply together to give us this negative 24x squared. So what we're looking for are two things that add together to give us negative 5 and multiply together to give us negative 24x squared. And if you've done any work with diamond problems, that's where we see something like this. We're looking for two numbers that multiply to negative 24 and add to negative 5, and that would be negative 8 and positive 3. So we split this into 3x and minus 8x. And now what we're going to do is we're going to undistribute from each pair of terms. So we're going to look at those two terms and those two terms and undistribute. So looking at the first two terms, the GCF there is x. If we factor the x out, we get 2x plus 3. From the next two terms, they have a negative in common, and they also have a 4 in common. And if we take that GCF of negative 4 out of those two terms over here, we see that what's left over is 2x plus 3. And now what we have are two terms. And these two terms, that term and that term, those two terms have something in common. They have 2x plus 3 in common, so we can undistribute that GCF. These two terms have a GCF of 2x plus 3. We're going to write the leftovers from each term in here, x minus 4. And there's our factored form for our original polynomial, 2x squared minus 5x minus 12.